What's up, Mike? Fucking what?
What's up? What?
Well, what's up, my internet? How's it going?
Baseball.
Yeah. That.
Baseball's back.
I wanted to do this really awesome, super exciting intro, but I've been in the same mood for like the last fucking few months.
he's so
I've
tired.
just been like, not even tired. I'm not even tired. Like I was just like, I've just been in this like, cool kind of mood.
Yeah.
Or I really don't give a shit. But once it does come around, I will be very excited. But yes, baseball is hopefully most likely going to be back July 23rd, 24th. And I'm very excited.
I'm very excited too.
But my brain is like,
woohoo!
But like,
well, to be fair, I mean, I feel like all of our excitement,
emotion is like all like because once I got used to the feeling of like
baseball's back.
No, once I get used to that feeling, I'm gonna be off the walls. But like for the last 3 months, I've been like since we found out that there's not gonna be baseball for a while, I've been in a perpetual state of Now, like I said, I am very excited. My voice isn't going to show it through this entire podcast, but I am very excited. I am quite excited and cannot wait.
Because now
I can't even wait for July 1st in a couple days because that's when everybody reports and we're going to find out.
Spring training.
Yeah,
spring training happen. So are they going to be playing in Florida? Or are they going to be playing?
No, teams are going to be most likely trading at their stadiums. Like they're going to be in there.
Because I believe that. Yeah, because I think that Boston is going back to Fenway. It's going to be weird seeing Fenway with no fans in there.
Yeah, it's going to be weird seeing everywhere with no fans.
Yeah.
Like, even opening day, I'm going to probably get that weekend off and be like, okay, or week off, whatever it is. I think it's a weekend. I'm going to be like, okay, I ain't working. Baseball's back. So,
baseball. Yeah.
I'm watching baseball. I'm not going to work at all.
Yeah.
Screw work. Find someone else. Baseball. I don't care if you wanted to schedule me or not.
I'm
watching baseball
with you because
if I don't go to the bar, which I might also go to the bar. But if I don't, I'll let you know. We'll watch. We can watch actual opening day, like fucking. Assuming I won't go to the bar for
Twins.
Opening day, whatever. Yeah. I'm going to the bar for the Twits. That's already decided.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna not do that because why would I not do that?
Because I mean, it's so the start of the season is going to be July 23rd, 60 games, which is I'm not gonna complain because we're getting baseball. I'm not gonna complain about how many games.
Half the fans are like, I don't want to watch only 60 games of baseball. Well, first off, fuck you. Second, it's actually going to be quite exciting because every team is going to be in it. There's not a single team that out of maybe the Detroit, Miami, and Baltimore that are gonna there's not a single team that's like, all right, this team is going to lose every game they play. No, that's not going to happen. Every team is going to be in contention. That was a really hard sentence.
They're going to be in competition mode, basically.
Each one of these teams is going to be like every team in the league is going to contend somehow. Because they all have a shot outside of, like I said, maybe Baltimore, Miami, and Detroit. Because
once Baltimore win all 60 games.
Yeah, Baltimore walks away with it.
You know who's going to win all 60 games? The Oakland Athletics.
Oh, damn right. No, they won't win all 60, but they're going to win their division. So
yeah, they better.
There's another thing about divisions. They're not going to have straight up divisions. They're going to have they're going to have straight up divisions, but they're not going to do like any interdivision play. Like, so the American League East is going to play the NL, or is going to play the AL East and the NL East. Like, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of Twins facing Yankees or Red Sox or Baltimore or whatever. Though. I don't know if that's going to happen. Now, I could be wrong on that, but from my understanding, each division essentially is region locked, so they only play games against their division and the National League division, which is kind of okay. But like, weird, I would prefer to have, play every team. Maybe they'll do one series where each team plays like a different team from a different region, which would be kind of cool. I doubt that's going to happen, but
yeah, this makes me wonder, how will the playouts work? Because will the division series even happen, or like?
My guess is division series probably is a no. But we'll definitely get like, no, we'd get a division series. Scratch that. So it's actually expanded playoffs now that I'm thinking about it. It's actually expanded playoffs. So we're going to get more teams in the playoffs, like one extra team or something, or two extra teams or whatever it is. I don't fucking know, but it's going to be expanded playoffs for this year. I don't know about next year. There's going to have universal DH. I know that's 1 year. Pretty sure it could be 2021 as well, but I'm pretty sure it's just this year that universal DH is happening.
Yeah.
As far as I know, at least. But yeah, no, playoffs are going to be exciting because every team matters and every game is going to actually matter for once, which hasn't really happened in the league since probably the dead ball era.
Yeah, probably.
Every team is gonna have a shot again, probably since the dead ball era, where there wasn't a team that was far and away better than this other team. Like every team had a good chance at winning some games. Probably not winning, World Series or division, but if they got in if I guess there wasn't really playoffs back then, but still, like back in the day, baseball was very different, and that's.
This whole thing, I just can't wait because like I've been so depressed without baseball. I've been watching like old games on YouTube and I'm just like, I miss it so much.
I've been actively going insane since
me and Matt have both been like plus Joe too. Joe's been kind of losing it too.
I've been slowly losing it. Now the only catharsis I have, which is it's an awesome word.
It is a good word.
Today's episode of Ballpark is brought to you by the letter C.
Brought to you by the word catharsis.
Catharsis. The only catharsis I've had to actual baseball is I don't go back and watch games, but I watch a lot of MLB The Show on YouTube. Like I watch a lot of YouTubers that play it. I watch a lot of top 10 lists about like, oh, these guys were the best players in this era. And that kind of keeps me entertained for now. And I've been playing a lot of the show where I just sim seasons and sign players and win the World Series as completely overpowered Twins, who I have playing right now, actually. And I have Noah Syndergaard in my rotation. It's a little stupid, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm just so as part of the rules, I got them open right here. Teams will open the season with a 30-man active roster. It will be reduced to 28 players after 2 weeks, and then to 26 players after 4 weeks.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So certain players will be just not playing this season.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a lot of minor leaguers that aren't going to play because they're going to have they're actually going to have they're going to have a 60-man roster essentially. So they're going to have a 30-man roster. There's plus the other guys that are going to be on the 40-man. Yeah, and then they're going to have so the people that are on the 40-man can go back and forth between the main roster and the 40-man as many times as they want, is my understanding of it. So like they're going to start out with 30 and then they're going to keep lowering it. Well, say a player gets hurt and you have a guy in the 40-man that can fill that role easily, or you have one of your 12 other players can fill, like one of your 12 other players can fill that role easily. Well, you can just stick them in that spot and say, say that guy hurts. Well, they're going to have a 20-man taxi squad, which is going to be a bunch of minor leaguers and top prospects and fringe AAA players that bounce around between the majors and minors all the time. Those are going to be the kind of guys that are going to be on the taxi man and going to get called up and sent down. Now, I'm not sure how, if there's a limited number to, actually, no, I don't think there is a limited number to taxi squad call-ups. Like, you could probably just call up a random guy. It's going to essentially work like the NFL does, where you have a practice squad, you can cut guys off the 52, call up a guy from the practice squad as many times you want. Doesn't matter. There is no options. There's no fucking, you can just send them up and down, send them back and forth as many times you want. Well, actually, I don't think there's options. Oh, maybe there is. I could be wrong in there, but
yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's really going to be interesting. It's going to make for a lot of interesting lineups and a lot of interesting players. Like, Twins have a great farm system, and they have some very interesting players that could see some major league time if someone goes down. Or Miami has an excellent farm system. They have some guys that could potentially break into the taxi squad and just stay there, or like break up into majors and just stay there. And other guys will be sent back down to the taxi squad or something. It could be very interesting in terms of who's going to get playing time and who's going to be on the roster.
Yeah. The trade deadline will be August 31st, which is my birthday. That's awesome.
Really?
Please,
cool.
Please, Red Sox, do something on that day. Don't pull the crap you pulled last year where you're just like, oh, no, we have a good team here. We don't have to. No. To be eligible for the post.
Twins got Sergio Romo, and I'm still happy about that.
Yeah, I know. The Twins got Romo, and we got Dave Dombrowski. To be eligible for the postseason, a player must be added to the Major League roster by September 15th. Teams will be permitted to carry up to 3 taxi squad players on the road during the season. Though if a team carries 3 such players, one must be a catcher.
Okay, so there is. Okay, that makes sense now that there is some sort of like
limit
grouping of players that they can bring with them to road games, but like there still isn't going to be a limit to what players can come. Like, you can send them back and forth however many times you want. Is for my because it would be stupid if you couldn't do that.
They just have to be 3, and as long as one of them is a catcher.
Yeah, as long as one of them's a catcher, which is actually pretty interesting.
All right, so now we're on to a rule that's kind of weird. During extra innings in the regular season,
each
half inning will begin with a runner on second base. The batter who made the final out in the previous inning or a pinch runner would be that runner.
Okay, now I don't
know if that's good or not.
I don't hate this to the extent that I'm going to get angry and turn games off, because honestly, it could make for some very interesting strategy and very interesting baseball.
Yeah.
The reason I don't like it is because so they've had this in college softball and just really any softball. Fast pitch softball does this. You get a tie going into extras. You got a man on second. Most softball leagues do this. Even the ones the beer leagues that have some sort of officialness to them. But so there's a story back in good God, I don't remember what year. A girl had a perfect game going into the it probably would have been 8th or 9th inning, whatever the fuck extras is, because I don't know how many innings they play in college fast pitch. But she had she had thrown a perfect game going into that inning. Well, the other team had pitched pretty well, or very well too, so it was actually 0-0 the whole game. So they go and get to the whatever ninth inning. They have a runner on second. Well, starts out with a wild pitch, right?
Yeah.
Runner on third, and she loses after throwing another wild pitch. So she lost. She pitched a perfect game, but still lost the game.
Yeah.
That is why I don't like the extra.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb because
like,
I mean, yeah.
Because, I totally get it. If a guy's throwing a perfect game, like that's probably not going to happen. Like you're not going to throw a perfect game in majors anymore. It's very rare. If it does happen, it's once every fucking 5 years now. It used to be way more common, but. I can understand it to a sense because like it'll get games over quicker. You'll be able to get out of things like. But I still don't like it because it takes away a bit of the strategy almost of like, okay, you got this hitter up, nobody on, big power hitter, we're down by, or you're up by maybe 2 or 3, like say you're up by 2. You get a free run. The other team essentially can get a free run if a guy hits a 2-run shot.
Yeah, it's not very.
And I don't like that. Now, I like it for one season. You use it now, and you use it for this year, and it'll probably go away next year, just like probably the expanded playoffs. And I'm assuming league-wide DH will go away after this year too, but still.
Yeah. There will be a 10-day injury list for both pitchers and hitters. Though the 60-day IL will be reduced to 45 days instead.
Okay. Yeah. A player gets hurt and is out for the whole season. Fuck.
That's how Chris Sale is. Chris Sale's out for the season. He got Tommy John.
Oh, that's right. He would have been out anyway.
Yeah, yes. Screw the Red Sox. Shut up, Matt. There'll be a separate injury list for players who either test positive or have symptoms / confirmed exposure to COVID-19. There's no maximum or minimum days for the injury list. I'm glad they're doing that.
There's also I will point out too, they're also doing a lot of like hardcore testing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's gonna be every other day.
Yeah. Every other day. One of my favorite things is they're doing like antimatter or like antibody testing or something. Antimatter. Yeah, what are we fucking Rick and Morty over here? So there's gonna be like antibody testing and shit like that, real fancy techie,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Deep, it's a very deep testing thing. And if a player gets it, that's fucking, oh, well, like you just got to sit the guy down. If more people get it, if it spreads through a clubhouse, then I can imagine we might not see the entire season, which would be very sad, but like,
yeah,
I would get it too. But still, the odds of it spreading through a clubhouse, if people and players and workers still follow, the rule, like what they're supposed to do, I can't imagine it's gonna, have that much of an effect on an entire clubhouse because people are actually pretty smart. And I can also tell you, one thing that I always laugh at people when they say that, oh my God, what about the players? What if a player gets it? Well, these are professional athletes.
Yeah, they can probably handle COVID.
They can probably handle most illnesses that come their way. Like we hear about a flu spreading through a clubhouse once every year, maybe more than that.
Of course, I think that happened last year a couple times. It happened
last year to to a bunch of teams. Like it happens every year. Flu spreads through clubhouses, and someone gets sick. The next week, this guy is sick, and maybe some guy has a cold. Now, it's not. We're lucky we don't play during the cold and flu season. Otherwise, it would be absolute nightmare.
I'm very happy about that because otherwise, it would just be a nightmare.
Still, that shit spreads, and we're never going to really get rid of this. And you can't really get a proper vaccine ready because this isn't a DNA. This is RNA, which is very, very hard to even find, let alone, cure.
Yeah. So, it says that in addition to COVID-19 testing every other day, some other health precautions are as follows. Team personnel and players not likely to participate in the game. For example, the next day's starting pitcher will be sitting in the stands or another area designated by the club. That could be funny.
Yeah, it reminds you of
WWE.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna talk about wrestling for too long, but R-Truth should be in the crowd.
So that I do find that cool that they're going to have players that have either tested positive or not tested positive, but like maybe they did test positive and are feeling better and are not contagious anymore or have gotten over it, but they want to keep them away for a time being because they did have it. Because I totally understand why people are concerned.
Yeah,
but like. I can admit, like they'll let them sit in the stands and they'll let them be fans and they'll cheer, which is going to be very entertaining.
It's going to be very funny.
It'd be so cool if they could if they would allow some sort of like fan interaction, like if they actually allowed half capacity or something at stadiums, so you could hang out with the players that can't play that are there because they're feeling like they don't have anything, they're just.
Dude,
not contagious. They're just still on like DL or AIL or whatever the hell they call it now.
Yeah.
Because of it.
Yeah. So the other rules are no spitting or chewing tobacco.
Yep.
That's okay though.
That's a good one.
And no celebratory contact. High fives, fist bumps, hugs, all that. So
I'm guessing they'll adopt the elbow.
I'm sure they will.
So
when Josh Donaldson hits an absolute dinger out of Twins out of target field, he can't hug or fist bump or high five anyone.
He'll be but he can still hold his umbrella.
Yeah, he can. God damn it. Yes, he can.
And they'll probably still be able to. They'll probably. I guess they probably won't be able to pour water on him. Okay.
Oh no, they're probably not going to.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming not.
Because no, there's no way they're gonna let that happen.
Still be funny, but
that's
you're risking some. You're still risking like you still don't want to get it because it's still
it's
not
something to have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still something that's like
it's still very serious.
It can be very serious.
Yeah.
You don't want it because it can be very serious to people that are around you. Like, you can safely assume that you're professional athletes. You're probably going to be fine. But then you got people like, I don't know, maybe you've visited your grandmother.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and you hadn't tested or something, like you hadn't tested, or maybe you were still like. That's what people are concerned about, and that makes sense, because
that's understandable.
This is to the more vulnerable, the more vulnerable population health wise. That's what people are concerned about.
Yeah, of course. Plus, we still don't know too much about it.
Mm-mm.
It's been around for a while. We still don't know anything about it, and so that's why it's being so cautious. So, how about we move on from this? How about we talk about standing predictions, because this is going to be interesting because there's no interdivision play. That makes me wonder if the Twins don't have to play the Yankees in the playoffs.
That
is that possible?
I hope they don't have to. I hope they don't have to play the Yankees.
Because if they have to play the Yankees,
I hope the Yankees. One of my favorite YouTubers did one of the guys I've been watching, play MLB The Show a lot. So he simmed 60 games.
Yeah.
And went and did like a custom World Series.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankees didn't even make it into the playoffs.
Oh wow! I wish that happened.
They didn't even they were like the Red Sox actually won the AL East after 60 games. Yeah. Followed by the Rays and then the Yankees. So the Rays and the Athletics were in the wild card, and the Yankees were sitting just kind of hanging out there in third place in the East.
Yeah. I really hope that happened.
And the Twins it was funny because the Twins actually ended up winning the World Series then in that video. So I
swear to God. I swear. If the Twins win a World Series, Matt will make a podcast where it's just an hour and a half of him flipping off the Yankees.
Or me screaming, yeah, Yankees, yeah,
suck it, Yankees. Oh God! All right, so first off, we're gonna disqualify the Orioles, Mariners, and the Marlins and Detroit just right out of the gate because.
Oh yeah, no, those are the three teams that I'm
not doing anything.
Eliminating. Like I don't really want to because I know again every team is in it.
Yeah,
but like I know that even they still have a shot to do something.
But I mean, come on, it's Baltimore. I mean, they have like one good player, and that's it.
Who's their one good player?
I don't know.
Oh, Mancini, but he has like colon cancer or something. So
yeah, their one good player is gone.
Like, just imagine how shitty. I feel for, thoughts out to Mancini. He seems like a great guy, excellent player, absolute stud. Will be a superstar.
Too bad he's on the Orioles, though.
But, like, imagine how shitty that has to be for the fans. Like, your one good player that you have has
colon cancer.
It's like colon cancer or something, and he has to sit, like,
you're just like, oh wait, so the Orioles empty stadium is not going to be too different because the stadium's always empty anyways.
Yeah. Same with Tampa Bay,
Yeah, same with Tampa. But Tampa Bay is actually good. That's why I'm very because Tropicana is a friggin' garbage stadium, and plus they're stuck there.
I can't, like, it's hard to imagine a stadium worse than a Lambeau Field.
Yeah,
but that stadium is Tropicana, and I find that great.
Tropicana is just, it's one of those stadiums where when you play a person in like the show, you're like, oh crap. It's one of those things where you're just like, oh, we're playing the Rays at home. Well, we don't know. I think the reason it's awful is not because it has a dome, because a lot of great stadiums have domes on them. Specifically, the Twins' old stadium had a good
Metrodome, excellent dome, even though it was actual garbage.
But the problem with Tropicana is the stupid catwalks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main problem with it.
That should be a home run, damn it. I'm still pissed about Miguel Sano not getting a home run on that.
Exactly. It's like, isn't it like the only stadium with like a dome now? More of the Marlins.
One of the few that is currently the only Major League Stadium with an actual dome. Miami has retractable, I think.
Oh yeah. You know what's sad about the Rays though is that they had a deal in 2021 to go to a better field, but instead the deal fell through, so they're stuck at Tropicana till 2030 apparently.
Jesus.
And I'm just like, oh, it just tanked.
And then they tried to the Rays owner wanted to move them quote unquote up to Montreal, which would have been great. I want to see baseball back in Montreal.
Yeah, please. As long as it's not Olympic Stadium.
But Olympic Stadium is better than Tropicana. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true.
They had a deal set in place, but the mayor decided, nah.
If the mayor was like, oh wait, you're the Rays, no, you can stay in Florida. Oh god, I feel bad for Florida because they have like the worst teams ever. What's a good team out of Florida besides the Rays? The Gators.
Aren't like the Suns good or something? Or what?
I don't know,
The Miami Heat. Miami Heat.
Oh yeah.
They, team that I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, we have basketball. Laura and Logan have like no sports representation. At least I have
awful sports representation.
At least I have Boston. You have the Twins and the Vikings. Joe has Boston too, and the Patriots, and then there's Florida. Just like,
Yeah.
All right, so because Adam's probably listening to this, can we say Cubs last place?
Yeah, Cubs are gonna be in last. For
Cubs
sure.
last place. Yeah.
Because okay, I want to actually get serious here for a second. Think about this.
Okay.
The Brewers have one of the best players in baseball, or have some of the best players in baseball. Lorenzo Cain, Christian Yelich.
Yeah.
They have a really solid team, and they could be really good. The only fucking Reds are probably the most improved team out of any team in the league this year.
Yeah, the Reds are pretty good.
They added fucking Shogo Akiyama. They added fucking they added a few other guys that are like really solid, and they have a lot of young potential stars. Like Luis Castillo is going to be one of the best pitchers in the league in a couple of years, and he's one of the best young pitchers in the league right now.
Plus, they have Trevor Bauer and Moustakas.
Moustakas, Joey Votto is still Joey. Yeah. Like, he's not the Joey Votto of old, but like he's still
really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they have a really solid team. Now, St. Louis, obviously, they won 100 fucking whatever games. Last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think they won 100 last year. Even no, that was like 2 years ago.
The Cardinals
won 100 games very recently.
Yeah.
They were stellar. Like they were one of the best teams in baseball.
Yeah, but then they just kind of stopped. Good.
Still, the Cardinals are like still a really solid team. But fucking Paul Goldschmidt, guys, like
that's true.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
And their pitching staff is not to be scoffed at either because they still have a really good pitching staff.
Yeah.
So let's see. We got the Cardinals, the Brewers, the Reds. The only other team
is the Pirates.
And okay, we laugh at the Pirates now.
Come on. I mean,
they have some really good young talent.
Yeah, but they have no idea how to develop that talent. No. That's the problem.
But the thing is, look at like fucking Brian Reynolds. The dude's going to be an absolute stud in a couple of years.
That's true.
He's going to be, they have Josh Bell, who I believe is still a little overrated, but like he's going to be, he's got insane power. Like crazy power. The dude could hit 50 home runs if he wanted to.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they have a bunch of other names. Like they have a bunch of other young kids that are going to be stars pretty soon.
And then
you got the Cubs
who
are paying Jason Hayward way too much money.
Okay, here's my main problem with the Cubs. Okay, like I give them crap constantly. Here's why. It's because
Adam.
What? That's one of them. One of them is the fact that they took John Lester from the Red Sox, and I hate them for that because he was one of our best pitchers. God damn it. Because they cannot stop talking about 2016. It's like, well, we lost this year, but 2016. Okay? Shut up. Okay?
Sounds like a Yankees fan or a Patriots fan.
Shut up. I just can't.
Sounds like a certain Patriots fan we know.
I don't really have a problem about the Cubs players. I just can't stand the fan base, like at all. To be fair, I can't stand Red Sox fan base either. But Cubs fan base are like really bad, and I do agree with you. Why are they still paying Jason Hayward so much damn money?
Well, okay, it's not a matter of why. It's a matter of they are. Like they can't just trade him. They can't cut him.
Yeah, that's true.
Like maybe back in 2000, whatever, they could trade him for a bag of peanuts, and he would have turned into a superstar or something somewhere else. But like
nowadays,
no team is going to take that contract on.
That's true.
Because we're in a different era. Like Moneyball changed how baseball works, how finances in baseball work. No team, every team is following this Moneyball system, and no team is going to want Jason Hayward's contract. It's like he's not that good. He's not as good as he was in Atlanta.
Yeah, he used to be much better than he is now. He was
a stud in Atlanta.
I really
like they had one of the scariest the scariest outfields ever. They had BJ Upton, Justin Upton, and Jason Hayward all in the same outfield. That's scary.
Yeah, but speaking of scary lineups, can we talk really quickly about that goddamn Dodgers lineup? Because Jesus Christ. It's not just because of Mookie.
And you know what's going to happen? Dodgers aren't going to win the World Series this year either.
I swear to God.
Like I would put money on that because they're the Dodgers. Like they if they do, egg on my face. All right, I will actively crack an egg over my head and record it and upload it to the YouTube channel.
And you know what? They have the pieces: Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger, Jock Pearson, Justin Turner, Corey Seager,
Clayton Kershaw,
Walker
Buehler. Fucking their rotation is scary.
Max Muncy, Jesus, it's such a scary lineup.
They have a great lineup, a great rotation, a great bullpen. Like
especially because Mookie's leading off. That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's probably the best lineup in baseball.
It's really good. If I was judging off of based off lineups, I would have Dodgers going all the way because the NL West is no such thing.
Well, yeah, the NL West doesn't exist. NL West doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. It's the NL East, the NL Central, and the Dodgers. That's
what it is. That's how it works. Like there's, in the NL East, do have Atlanta and the Nationals, and even the Mets compete a little bit. Like they're still a pretty solid team.
Yeah, occasionally
they have back to back I would argue the best pitcher in baseball right now, though I still believe Max Scherzer is the best pitcher in the world.
The Mets kind of frustrate me though, because they have all the pieces, but they're just like, no, we're just gonna.
But then A-Rod's gonna buy the team and trade everyone to the Yankees.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, no.
So I'm looking at the NOS standings from 2019. All right, so the Dodgers were in first place. How many games back do you think the Diamondbacks were? They were in second place.
Shit. 13. Like they were like 80, 85 and like 79 or something, right?
Yeah, they were 21 games back.
21 Jesus.
In second place.
They were like they were like 80 or no, they had an above 500 record.
Yeah,
just
85 and
barely.
Yeah, 85 and 77.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Barely, so a solid margin, just under 10 games above 500.
But the damn Dodgers, man.
But then the rest of the division was laughable. Like Diamondbacks put up a bit of a fight, but they're the Diamondbacks. Like
then there's the Giants, Rockies, and the Padres. Manny Machado is gonna be our ticket to the World Series. Yes, shut up.
No,
he's not. No, he's not.
If Tony Gwynn wasn't your ticket, neither will Manny Machado. If you couldn't win a World Series with Tony Gwynn, you're not going to win a World Series with Manny Machado. It's as simple as that.
Don't get me wrong, Machado's a great player, but he's not like how Mike Trout is, where he can carry a team.
Manny Machado is a total prick, though.
Yeah, he is. We can agree on that, at least. Yeah, but
now the thumbnail is going to be another picture of Manny Machado with the freaking big letters.
Yeah, it's just prick in giant letters. Speaking of the Angels, aka I just call them Mike Trout and friends because even though it's going to be Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon
and Shohei Ohtani, it's still Mike Trout. That team is.
By the way, I completely call Rendon going to the Angels. I want to confirm that right now. I totally called that. And there's like a 7-year deal. Yeah. I didn't call how long it was, but I call him going to the Angels. So suck it.
You remember when I jokingly called Josh Donaldson to the Twins, and then he actually went there?
Yeah. Let's talk about that actually for a second, because the Twins.
It's going to be an interesting year. Let's just put it that it's going to be an interesting year for every team in the league.
Yeah, because even
the Red Sox is going to be interesting because.
Oh my God, the Red Sox are screwed. Look, I mean, look, as like a true Boston fan, they're screwed. Look, we have Verdugo, that's pretty good. Plus, you have PR. Those are two great players, but Chris Sale is out for the season with Tommy John. We lost David Price. And what? Who do we have?
Pitching.
Who do we have? Matt Barnes. Give me a goddamn break, okay?
Hey, Brandon Workman's still solid.
Brandon Workman's are. Oh God. See, here's the problem: is that I feel like 2018 spoiled me, because 2018 was like such a legendary season, and now I'm gonna complain about like, oh, we only got like 73 wins or whatever. But
no, you're gonna get like, you're gonna. Well, you're not going to get 73 wins because
that's impossible. But my guess final standing for Boston, my guess is going to be as close to the middle as possible. I'm going like 33-29 because
which is also impossible. 33-27.
33-27 then. Okay. Wait, no, that's right. Never mind.
That's exactly right.
I keep on forgetting it's only 60 games. I keep on thinking it's like a longer season than that.
I mean, they could extend it, but that's not
33-27. Man, the Orioles are going to be 60-0.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Oakland's still going to win the World Series.
Yes, Oakland's going to win the World Series. Because please, Athletics, on the highly improbable chance of listening to this, please win the World Series so I won't have to give $10 to Joe. Because I don't want to do that. Because it's both of us. We both bet $10 each. That will make the Athletics will get it. To be fair, the Athletics, they're not completely awful. No. They're good.
Matt Olson, Matt Chapman, fucking Marcus Semien. Monkey Tail, as I call him.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to start calling him now because that fucking mustache was ridiculous.
It's legendary mustache. But yeah, the A's, they have a chance, and then there's the Astros, who
and are going to get beamed.
They're going to get beamed.
It's going to be funny.
People are taking bets about which player is going to get beamed first. It's probably going to be leadoff, is my guess.
Oh, Altuve is going to get drilled in the dome.
It's going to be Altuve. He's going to be just absolutely...
He's going to get drilled in the dome.
Dude.
If they can throw that low.
See, a part of me feels... Good joke, by the way.
Funny because he's short.
A part of me has the slightest bit of sadness for the Astros.
Oh, my God. The Cubs just offered me Michael Brantley and Jay Bruce from Max Kepler.
Oh, yeah, they have Michael Brantley on there, too. That's cool. And by the way, everyone's favorite MLB The Show player, George Springer, who...
who has... But yeah, no, Brantley's going to get plunked at least twice. Continue.
Brantley's going to be up there. Who do you think is going to get the worst of that, though? Think it's going to be Altuve?
I guess Altuve or Bregman.
Oh, Bregman's going to be up there, I feel like. Because, yeah. God, that gets a yikes from me. Man, the Red Sox have some skeleton as their manager this year because Alex Cora got fired, which is great. I'm so excited. I love Boston. I love it. Please don't repeat 2019. You have so many good players. Don't waste Michael Chavis, please. Please don't.
I'm not taking my.
Come on, man. I just looking at the Red Sox just makes me sad, and I really hate the Yankees too. A big shock because I mean, Gerrit Cole might sit out this season. You know why? Because he's already sitting on
my shit. If Gerrit Cole set out the season for the fucking Yankees, just imagine the fans or all the Yankees fans screaming about that. I can hear it now, and it's satisfying.
It's very good
because there was one guy during the off season, in a group I'm part of that kept saying constantly every day, once a day, he would say that Gerrit Cole is going to sign with the Yankees. Now, he did this during the season for the World Series too. Every day, every single day, once a day, Yankees are going to win the World Series. Now, of course, they did not.
Thank God.
Thank God. The one good thing, like the only redeeming quality the Astros have right now is they beat the fucking Yankees. But yeah. What was I saying?
Something about the Yankees.
The Yankees suck.
Yeah, you were talking about how
shit.
How the Twins and the Yankees are. Because it's you, it's probably something about the Twins.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
Fuck the Yankees. Fuck the Astros. Fuck the Dodgers.
But do not fuck the Washington Nationals because
go Nationals.
Because
I was a National fan last year. I was saying. I remember what I was saying. So a fan kept screaming, like the same guy over and over again would comment. Post that the Yankees are signing Gerrit Cole, and it would be the most satisfying thing for him, for me,
to sit out the season,
to see the reaction of Yankees fans of Gerrit Cole sitting out the season. Like, I'm totally against players sitting out because they're making fucking $500 billion.
Yeah, of course, especially Cole.
Oh, I don't get I don't get the money that.
I don't get the money that I wanted.
Yeah, I'm not getting as much money as I wanted. Who fucking cares? Like, I don't care how much money you wanted. Fucking play the damn game. You guys want to fucking play. Quit being greedy.
You signed the goddamn 10-year contract.
Yeah. Regardless.
Yeah.
If Gerrit Cole sits out,
that would be just.
It's the only time I will be like, yeah, okay. Because it would be so funny to hear the pissed off Yankees fans.
It would be so satisfying.
Saying, we paid you $385 million to play for us for 10 years, and you're going to sit out the first season? We have a chance to win the World Series, and you're sitting out?
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that if it happens and they don't win, fans are going to be like, well, we would have won if Cole played for us this year.
Okay, I also can hear this. Yankees fans, whoever wins the World Series, Yankees fans are going to be like, well, you guys only won because we only played 60 games. Like, fuck you.
That's not a fair argument, man.
No, the whole league played 60 games. If you guys would have won, it would be the same. You would be like, oh my God, wow, we won the World Series. Praise the 60 game. Let's do it again.
Yeah, of course.
Like they would be praising it. But if someone else wins, they're going to shit on them and say, oh, you only won because we only played 60 games. No. Yeah. No, that's not why. We all played 60 games. Every team did.
Plus,
not just us.
Plus, to all the people on Facebook who are just like, why don't you just cancel the season? Why play 60 games? Listen, all right? Be grateful for what you have, man. Be grateful that they're having, because I guarantee if they canceled the season, they would have been like, come on, why didn't you just do a shortened season?
Yeah, no, like, my thing too is the world kind of just needs baseball at the moment.
Oh my God.
They need some sort of distraction. The world just in general just needs some sort of distraction from everything. We need to be able to cheer for our favorite teams and get excited when someone hits a home run or throws a no-hitter or throws a shutout or gets 18 strikeouts in a game or some shit. We need to be excited and get excited about that. Baseball brings people together.
See, that's why people. That's why losing baseball this time sucks, because there's literally no sports on besides baseball this time of year.
Literally, the greatest. Baseball was the first professional sport in the United States to actively break the color barrier.
It's great.
What perfect time to bring baseball back now.
Yeah.
Celebrate Jackie Robinson every day. Who cares?
It's actually not bad. Yeah, because we're number 42 every game.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, not every game, but
celebrate, have some sort of
just like a
Jackie Robinson clip, do something to celebrate Jackie Robinson, or some way to celebrate, heritage in baseball, because we kind of need that right now. That'd be great.
We are very passionate about people hitting balls with sticks. We are very passionate about people hitting balls with sticks because right now with everything in the world going on, sometimes you just want to be like, oh crap, my team lost. I'd rather have the Red Sox lose by 20 points in a game than read the news right now.
Right, I'd rather be depressed about the Twins losing or the Red Sox losing or whatever team. I don't care whatever team I'm watching and cheering for. I'd rather be sad that team lost than be sad because half the world is shit.
Yeah, I will cheer for the Yankees before I just kind of be like, oh, well, I forgot about baseball. I was going to look at the news. No. See, I've said this numerous times. Right now, I should be bitching and complaining about how the Red Sox are not doing as well as they did in 2018. I should be complaining right now, but I'm not complaining about baseball. I'm complaining about the world.
We're complaining about not having baseball and literally everything else other than baseball.
And how much you want to bet that once I start the season, if we start doing bad, I'm going to go right back to complaining about the Red Sox.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. That's a distraction. That's kind of what we need.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather complain about my own team than complain about whatever else.
I mean, I'm sure that you would rather complain about Josh Donaldson not living up to his potential than worrying about what's going on in the world right now.
I'd rather listen to people complain about how Joe Mauer's contract was way too much than
I would rather.
You would rather watch Bill Buckner whiff a ground ball on repeat.
You're an asshole.
I am.
I would rather watch Joe Buck commentate every single game this season. Actually, no, that's a little bit much. But I would rather watch Joe Buck commentate wrestling than watch.
That'd be fun.
That's why I've been watching wrestling, is because it's my only escape from everything. Yeah. Wrestling's the only thing that kind of escapes. And I can't watch wrestling though because it's freaking stupid right now. So I want baseball back, please. Thank you.
Because baseball isn't stupid.
Baseball is fun. Baseball
can that be the title of this podcast? No, baseball isn't stupid.
Baseball isn't stupid. Yeah, baseball isn't stupid. It's very fun, and
we want it back, and hopefully.
I really hope it comes back because it's still a month away. But I hope that either way,
shit can still hit the fan.
Yeah, I'm just really hoping that's
part of the reason why my brain has been in the same state of,
because it's not actually started yet.
Because it's never, it's not. It hasn't started fully yet.
Well, I feel like once July 1st hits, that'll probably be when you're okay, now it's officially starting to spring training coverage is going to start back up, and all the rumors about, where players are going to be and what players are going to be playing this season, whatever. I get to complain about Chris Sale not being in the season. It's great. It's great. I love it. I love baseball. I hate Boston though.
Anyway.
I really. I was gonna stop before this turns into a Boston rant because I will rant about Boston forever.
On that note,
so
I do thank you all for watching the latest episode of the Ballpark podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I might have already said that. I'm not sure.
Maybe I don't know. This whole podcast is kind of just scattered because we're just super excited about baseball coming back.
Yeah. We're both very excited, though our voices won't show.
I'm so excited about baseball.
But yeah, no, we're very excited, and we hope you are too. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you
soon
in the next episode.
We'll be back with another Ballpark episode in 4 months.
Yeah, in 4 months when the season doesn't actually happen.
When the season doesn't happen, then we just bitch and complain for an hour and a half.
About it not happening.
we just on July 25th when it doesn't happen, we'll just record an episode where it's just us like just swearing for an hour and a half.
Or it's gonna be just a quick fuck.
Thank you for watching Ballpark. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Bye. Like I said, see you later. Bye.